Imagine a world where every single day you step outside completely naked. No jackets, no shoes, no protection. Just your body against nature. Cold wind cutting through your skin, rain that doesn't stop, sharp rocks under your feet, and for most of human history, that was normal. So the real question isn't just when humans started wearing clothes, it's why nature forced us to change. If we go back hundreds of thousands of years, early humans looked very familiar. Same body as us, same basic needs, but they lived in a very different world. Warm Africa, sunlight, hunting, gathering food. In this environment, clothing was not necessary. In fact, the human body is naturally good at cooling itself through sweat. So early humans likely spent most of their time without any clothing at all. At most, they might have used plants or animal skins, but not as real clothing, not yet. Everything changed when humans started to leave Africa. They began spreading into completely new environments, places they had never experienced before. Cold regions, strong winds, snow, ice, especially during the Ice Age. Suddenly, the same body that worked perfectly in warm climates became vulnerable. Heat was lost too quickly. And losing heat wasn't just uncomfortable, it was deadly. This is where clothing stops being optional and becomes survival. So what did early humans do? They used what they already had, animals. After hunting, they didn't waste anything. Meat was food, bones became tools, and skins became protection. At first, it was simple, just pieces of fur thrown over the body. But over time, humans improved. They started drying hides, softening them, and attaching them with ropes made from animal sinew. This was not fashion. This was survival technology. But cold wasn't the only reason clothes appeared. There were other dangers too. Strong sunlight, insects, cuts from plants, skin infections. In some regions, clothing wasn't about warmth at all. It was about protection from constant small injuries and disease. So clothing slowly became more than just winter gear. It became a general shield for the human body. Clothing might look simple, but it actually required advanced thinking. To make clothes, humans needed to hunt animals, process hides, dry and soften materials, cut and shape them, and finally stitch everything together. This led to tools, bone needles, animal sinew thread. Even early sewing kits existed tens of thousands of years ago. Clothing was one of humanity's earliest technologies. Not just protection, but innovation. Clothing doesn't fossilize, so we can't just dig it up directly. Instead, scientists use clues. One of the most interesting clues comes from parasites, body lice. These lice evolved specifically to live in clothing, and genetic studies suggest they appeared around 170,000 to 80,000 years ago. That means humans were already wearing clothes by then. Most researchers believe clothing likely began around 100,000 to 120,000 years ago, especially in colder regions where survival depended on it. Once clothing became common, everything changed. Humans could survive in places they were never meant to live in. Ice Age Europe, Siberia, freezing landscapes. Clothing expanded the map of humanity. It allowed people to spread across the entire planet, not just because of intelligence, but because of protection. Fabric became as important as fire. But clothing didn't just protect bodies. It changed society. It became a way to show identity, status, belonging. Different groups began to look different on purpose. Clothing became more than survival. It became communication, a silent language made of skin, fur, and fabric. And today, we still wear clothes for the same basic reasons: protection, warmth, identity. But behind every shirt or jacket, there is an ancient story. A moment when humans looked at the cold world and decided to change it. If you enjoyed this journey into humanity's forgotten past, subscribe, because the next story is even more interesting.